Hello and welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back to Camilla Towers and to my little kitchen. Today we're going to be baking a cake. Welcome back to my channel, dears. Welcome back to Camilla Parkyaballs. I'm in the kitchen again. Boys and girls, I'm in the kitchen of Camilla Towers, and today we're going to be rustling up a scrumptious, I hope, vanilla sponge cake, again from Greens. Do you remember a couple of videos ago we did a Greens cheesecake mix? Well, this is the vanilla sponge cake mix, which we're going to try and do today. It's relatively easy to do, only costs £1, so if we fuck it up it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing today, my dear listeners and watchers of the YouTube channel. Vanilla sponge cake by Greens. I should say, boys and girls, Greens have not paid me to do this. I'm under no promotion or anything like that, so I'm doing all this for the sheer love, boys and girls, the sheer love of it. And I know I haven't been on the YouTube for a little while, but things have just been so busy, boys and girls, since the unlock. You know, people have gone back to work and we've got to try and get back to some kind of normality, so it has been a bit slow, and I do apologise, but I have read all of your lovely messages and all your lovely comments, so thank you. Keep them coming in, dears. I do appreciate them. But let's get on with today's video. So this lovely cake mix is a vanilla sponge cake, and all you need to add to this, boys and girls, is egg, butter and water. So it's as simple as that. Sorry, I'm getting an itch on my nose. Always the way, isn't it, dears? Always the way. Now this, how many? Oh, preparation time 10 minutes, baking time 16 minutes. So not long at all, boys and girls. It doesn't say how many it will feed, but I imagine it will feed. Oh, there we go. Serve six people. This will serve. And let's have a look, see what you get inside the box. So here we go. Oh, that's it. Just a bag of sponge mix. Well, obviously we're going to need some butter, 50 grams of butter. We'll need 2 eggs, just the 2, dears, and some water. That's all the ingredients you'll need to add to the mix. But of course you'll need cake tins. I've got 2 lovely cake tins here. I've greased them all with a little bit of vegetable oil and lined them with baking paper. And of course I've got a mixing bowl and a whisk. So I've got all the components that I shall need. Oh, the dog's sniffing my feet. And the oven is on, dears. You want to preheat your oven at around about 150 to 180. Get your oven nice and hot, so then it'll start to cook straight away as soon as the cake mix goes in the oven. But first, what we'll do, boys and girls, is we'll melt down our butter first, because it has to be softened butter, you see. So don't put it in from the fridge because it won't work. You'll need to melt it down a little bit first. So back in a couple of mo's. Okay, dear, so I have my mixing bowl and the mixture is just in there. So it's only a small packet. So, story of my life. And just throw it all into the bowl. And these are the instructions on the back of the box. So it says, preheat your oven to 200 degrees, which is about 170 for a fan oven, which is exactly what I've got. Gas mark 6 if you're on gas. Grease the sides and the base of 2 sandwich tins, and line them with baking paper, which we've already done. So we've got that covered, dears. Okay, and then you put your mix in the bowl, and you want to add 2 eggs. 2 eggs, dears. So here we go. Our lovely free-range eggs. Free range, of course, my loves. Free-range eggs. And this is a top tip I learned from Gordon Ramsay. Crack your eggs on a flat surface, because then you don't get any shell in the mix. So there we go, there's one. Although you do get a bit of splatter all on your frock, which again is another one of my little life stories, but there we go. That's for another day. I'm going to prop that on the side of the bowl just because it's easier, and I don't want to get egg whites all over my nice clean dress. So there we go. Right. Hands a little wiper down. Right, and then what does it say? You will notice is I do make all of this up as I go along, which is fine. You know, you get what you pay for, and considering nobody's paying me, then they can just kind of lump it. So you whisk the cake mix, 2 eggs and 50 grams of the softened butter. So there's my butter, boys and girls, and that is going to go in to the mix like so. There we go. And what else? Yeah, well, and 100 mils or 6 tablespoons of cold water. So get my jug out there. 100 mil. There we go. I should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I, really? Well, there we go. So, and in that goes. And now we have to whisk away. Da, 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 da. My trusty whisk. There's one. Oh, where's the other one? And there is the other one. Now it says, on a low speed for 30 seconds. So count down. There we go. Low speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, oh, my clock's gone down, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, off. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Then 2 minutes at a high speed until thick and creamy. 2 minutes, boys and girls. Whew, join me in a mo. That has to have been the hardest 2 minutes of my life, and believe me, boys and girls, I don't say that regularly. So, there's our cake batter. And now what we want to do, dears, is pour this equally between the 2 sandwich tins. I haven't got a clue how you're going to do this because there isn't a huge amount of batter or cake mix, really. So I think it's just a case of kind of judging it and see what you think. And hoping for the best, dears. Hoping for the best, which is all that we can do. But I think this will be okay, my dears. I think. I hope. And like I said, for £1, you can't really go wrong, can you? Because if it turns out to be a load of rubbish, then you haven't lost anything. So that is that, my little cherubs. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it won't be a complete disaster. Just trying to get it all spaced out evenly and equally, and well, there we go. So what do you all like cooking at home, my dears? Have we got any cake makers in? Well, that was a tiring 2 minutes, my dears. Another 2 minutes at my life I won't get back. Well, hopefully it'll be worth it. Look at these. Beautiful. So you mix all your ingredients until you've got a thick batter in your bowl. Then you separate them equally into 2 cake tins and bung them in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're cooked, basically, and they've risen and gone golden brown. So I'm going to bung these in the oven, my chickens, and I will probably see you in the next episode. Although, no, if you stick around, dears, until the end of this video, and if you like and subscribe and do all that stuff, then you'll be able to see the end result. So here we go.